You can always add more to a painting,
I brought-
but you need to
It's just
realize that
Oh,
the
okay.
painting's already been done.
Hey, your shit's
I
fine.
mean, what day and moment was I was just like, I'm not
It's
doing
beyond
this
my
anymore.
knowledge.
Right.
Why?
I wish I could go back and kick that son of a bitch in the dick.
Whatever somebody's going through, like even the little things are things that like progressively get bigger. Like there's
to
ways
deal with
around it. There's ways to like go through it. There really is.
Sorry, Jessica, I butchered that.
Everything is
that her?
Everything changes with every decision that you make.
This is me versus me. You don't want to hear that? I can see Zach saying it in my head.
That's him.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I remember the day the studio was barely built. The wall, or the desk, which was a dining room table, was up against that wall. The monitor was up on this wall.
Yeah, the couch in here.
No,
No.
no, it was just all up against this wall. See those anchors?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are from the TV. Boom.
Scurvy.
So many fucking memories, man.
It's cool, man. It's good that you have it.
Kinda.
Good investment, that's for sure.
Yeah, not yet. Not on paper.
When we look back, we'll be like, "Ah, the good old days."
It's funny to talk to people that have watched it materialize over the years. It's crazy I could say years now.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't feel that way, dude. December will be 2 years. What? Oh, it's a little bling.
Hey, yo.
Well,
December will be 2 years.
yeah. That's when, like, yeah, December, January is the 2 year mark of the first episodes.
Do you remember your first episode? Person and date?
No, not specifically, but I know I can tell you it was in that back room.
Eh, it wasn't a good guess. That's fine.
It was in that back room.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to show you the setup. There's pictures of that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That back room's not great, dude.
I know it fucking feels weird. Maybe it's the color. I don't know what's going on.
It is the color. It's the paint. You know, as soon as I let her out of the cage, she hopped on the couch, went in the closet.
In that room,
Tonight, yeah.
she went in the closet.
She hopped on the couch, went in the closet, sits on the pillow, and she's searching under the couch that's in there.
Son of a bitch.
There might be food, there might be something, but she's not. She wasn't eager to come out of the room.
I think her car accident might have. No, I'm just kidding. Neither of them are happy enough to go in there.
Ruger was jumping all around.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's good, dude?" I was like, "Hey, bro,
God, you're not dad.
haven't seen you since last night.
Holy shit.
Let's get you some water. Let's go outside."
Before we get too much further, I would like to make a little small disclosure. Tonight's episode is going to be primarily sourced around this month's suicide awareness. It is September. Shane was kind enough to come on and talk to me a little bit about some of the directions and some of the choices that this kind of stuff and this kind of depression can lead you to. And we're going to get into some of the graphic matter per se.
Can do a lot.
Yeah. It's a fucked up place to be.
It is personal experience and
Yes.
talking for others.
Right.
Hidden voice.
We're going to be the silent voice. No, that's not how you say that. We're going to be, like you said, the hidden voice for others that we've heard from. We're not going to state any names, but we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that comes along with suicide and the thoughts.
Others and from personal experience.
Yes. It's hard. It's not a conversation that anybody likes to have, but I think that's why it's more important to have that conversation. This was super impromptu, but again, I feel like it's necessary. It's been on my mind all month. So,
Which says a lot more than it does anything else. If you've been thinking about it, you need to talk about it.
well, it's not that I've been thinking about it as a whole. It's the fact that I feel like I want to talk about it.
Yeah, it needs to be said.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to approach for anybody It's hard for anybody that's thinking about it to have the conversation, and it's hard for anybody who's trying to support it not happening to have the conversation.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a good topic no matter how you fucking turn it. Doesn't matter. There's not a whole. I don't feel like the majority of the general public is not really in a good place. You know, the middle class.
It's not.
You know, so I feel like there's a lot of people that don't talk about a lot of shit, and I think that's unfair.
I think you're right.
I think it's super unfair that we just get left to wallow in the thoughts of what if this is the end.
I was just gonna say the what if factor.
Yeah. What if this is the end? And the end can mean so many different things for so many different people.
Yep.
But realistically, the end, when you think about it, is only like one of two things. And that sucks. You're not left to a whole lot of options when you get laid off or when you can't afford to pay your bills, or when you can't afford your medication or your health care, you know, whatever the fucking case may be, we're left with no options.
A big fact is death.
Mm-hmm.
Lose your mom, dad, sibling,
Mm-hmm.
kid, God forbid.
God. It takes you to a dead end of sorts.
There's a couple people I know who lost their kids that are our age.
Fuck.
Not during birth, afterwards.
Right.
For whatever reason. And it's like, dude, like, how are you functioning?
Right.
How are you moving on?
Mm-hmm.
How are you okay with being in this world where you know that was taken from you? It's rough, man. I don't want to cry on this episode, but I might.
Hey, listen, man. There was. I'm not going to get too personally into the relationship that I have with my own son,
Uh-huh.
but he's 8. When he was kind of a newborn, I got a phone call that he was on respiratory life support, and he was out of state at the time. He was, a day away.
Yeah.
And I got this phone call while I was at work, and unfortunately, I'm not a fucking religious guy myself, but I fucking prayed. I begged, and I fucking begged. I stopped everything I was doing,
Yeah.
and I said, if you're gonna take somebody, dude, just
Take me.
take me right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Give him everything I got.
Dude, you're
Doesn't-
gonna make me cry already. I
Doesn't
swear to
fucking
God.
matter to me. The kid's life is worth more than anything.
It is.
And getting to know him now, dude, he's got the biggest fucking heart on this planet.
Yep. Dude, I got really sick when I was about a year, maybe a year and a half old. Just learned how to walk. You know what I mean? Barely remember any of this. My mom worked for accounting, finance in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital I was born in. I got pneumonia, and I got like something else. Like I was really fucking sick. I couldn't walk anymore. I was done. I was this close to being wiped out. Waking up every day, she was in the hospital bed, next to me, just sitting there waiting for me to wake up. I remember the doctors taking me down. This was at John C. Lincoln. There's a little bridge over the road,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Hey man, like once you can walk this bridge without any help, you'll be good to go home." I was there for months, dude. Pneumonia and something else. Just 18 months old, barely walking, and on a walker and everything like an old person.
Jesus
Just trying to get by,
Christ.
man. Every morning I'd wake up, my mom was the first person I saw. The doctor's like, "Hey man, like once you do this, like you're good. You're fine." And it's like, dude, like why is it the young ones? Why is it kids that get cancer? Why is it the young people, 18 months old, 2 years, 5 years old, 10 years old, they're deadly sick, and we've been fine.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
who decides?
It's cliche because it's from a movie that it really isn't relevant to the situation, but In a movie, you know, I heard it's against the laws of the universe. You know, like
Dude, it should be.
this shit to
It
take
should
a
be.
fucking. Yeah. Anyway.
It sucks, man. It's
that,
hard.
That shit is fucking beyond me that you would take. And there's got to be more to it that
There is.
that we're not going to understand.
Yeah.
Not in this life anyway.
And anyone who's lost a child knows that. Why?
Yeah. There's no
Why?
fucking reason.
Yeah.
There's no worldly, earthly reason
There's not.
for it.
It makes you think there's not a God.
It makes you think a lot of things.
It does.
It makes you think a lot of things. Yeah, man. In that moment, I would not care how, who, why, what, or where.
Yeah.
Just fucking fix that.
Yep.
I don't give a shit. But slightly off topic.
No, it's real, man, because at the end of the day, you know, if you take your own life for a sacrificial religion, it's like, hey, if I off myself, are you going to make my kid better? I'm willing to do it. And anyone who's a parent knows that feeling.
Yeah, 100%.
Get him, because you're helpless.
Yeah,
Get him better. Get her better.
yeah. Doesn't matter.
Help me help them.
Just
Yeah.
take
Yep.
everything I have to make that better.
Whatever you want, man. I'm willing to give it. Just make them okay. They don't deserve it.
Whew. I don't miss that.
And
I think about it.
this is going to sound dark and wrong, but it's coming from a place of logical thinking. I used to think, I don't even know if I want to say this. I used to think that maybe dying at a young age was better because you didn't experience a whole life. You didn't have people depending on you. You didn't have the responsibility. You hadn't been through it. You don't know any better. And now, obviously, that's wrong. I'm not saying that's right, but I used to think that that was maybe easier to accept, but at the end of the day, it's not. Because that's the other option, the other hand. What if? What if?
Yeah.
What if this was the next dude that brought world peace? What if this was the next president? What if this was the next, you know, whatever?
Yeah, there's a lot to say what if for.
Yeah, because it's being compared to like being 2 years old or 60 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, you were barely here, which sounds wrong, but it's not. I don't mean from a dark place.
I can kind of see it. The first thing that comes to mind when you say something like that is just more so. You don't. I mean, I really don't feel like a man can be judged on his choices until he's like a full-fledged fucking understanding adult.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily always true, but I feel like that's more so true than not.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair. I don't like using that word. But
I don't like talking about it, and I thought about that for a little bit, but there's a reason why there's two people ideally responsible for you until you're 18.
right.
Even though you think you have it figured out, you don't. Someone's going to vouch for you.
Yeah.
Someone's got to take responsibility for your mess ups.
That's. And I'm going to go back into kind of what we started off with here, but that's what when you see stories of somebody at such a young age that was so eagerly willing to take their own life, you can't help but wonder, like, what the fuck
I know, man.
was so wrong? You know, and that's such a fucked up question to ask.
And a big part of it, not to cut you off, but compared to when we were kids, now there's dudes, children,
It's worse now.
taking their life over social media.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking so much worse now.
It's way worse.
Yeah.
We weren't exposed to all that.
No, and especially now, everybody, my 8-year-old is exposed to just as much internet as I was, times 40.
Yeah.
You know, he has a glimpse of everything that I ever saw that made me fucking cry.
Yeah.
And there's
The bigger part is they're getting bullied by strangers. I knew my bully growing up.
yeah,
I knew where he lived.
that's another thing.
I wanted revenge, but over the internet nowadays, you don't know who these people are,
Nope.
how old they are, what they have against you is only what they perceive online as what you are, how you present yourself.
That's a fucked up thought, dude.
It sucks, man.
Yeah, I remember too. Like, when the internet first started, and like we would go into like chat rooms and shit, and you'd have some asshole just make one fucking comment to you, and you're like,
Tore you apart.
dude, you didn't know why.
No.
Nobody understood. Like, I'm 15 trying to understand why some fucking asshole at AOL.com is
Yeah.
talking shit to me.
Dude, I had a boy that lived 4 houses down from me.
Oh,
On the same
fuck.
street, 4 houses down. All of us neighborhood kids on the same street. There was probably about 8 or 12 of us every night after school, ride our bikes, play sports in everyone's yard, go into everyone's house or whatever. As soon as we get to his house, you can't come in. Go home. He was a little bit older, a couple years older.
Sure.
You can't come in. Why? I know everyone. These are all my friends. You're not my friend, obviously, but I can't jump on your trampoline because you say so.
Right.
That's insane.
That is asinine.
I would, if I had the power, dude, thinking back, I would have stood up for myself more. And I didn't need anyone else to stand up for me, but
Dude,
I chopped it off to being like, you know what, he's not a good person.
I didn't know how to stand up, man. My mom used to try and tell me some shit, and it was shit that I never. She was giving me adult advice,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah.
She was like, "You gotta laugh with them." I'm like, "What the fuck are you telling me right now, Mom?"
Because at that age, they're laughing at you.
Yeah.
You don't know how to mind
I'm
fuck
like,
them.
"Mom, I'm getting my ass handed to me, and you want me to make fun of myself?
Exactly.
What the fuck does that mean?" And I'm not talking shit about my mom. It's not what I'm sitting here saying. It's just a lack of understanding. Like, I'm not. The things I'm gonna say are not looking. I'm not looking for me. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just expressing the struggles of what somebody could go through.
Yeah.
I like I said, I went through that bullshit. I was so naive that I didn't understand half the jokes that were being fucking said, for starters.
Yep.
On top of that, they told me growing up that I had so many learning disabilities that I should be in fucking special classes. Nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. They put me on medication. They blamed this and that, and just
Yeah.
I got to my senior year before they finally decided maybe these things just don't interest him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My senior year, homie, I was in 5th grade when they put me on Ritalin. I went through so many fucking years of people just laughing in my face without me understanding why.
And now you're 17 and they cut you a break?
And now I'm 17, and all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
How do we pick up the pieces from here? Perfect. They used to blame so much shit on me. And like I said, I'm not looking for pity.
Yeah.
I'm 36 now. We're way past all that. I'm just talking from an adolescent standpoint. Between me trying to figure out the girlfriend thing, and like the school thing, and like the marching band thing, and like trying to figure out all this shit, I felt like I was so wrong,
Yeah.
that I was in such a wrong place. This is what the kids go through. Kids that don't understand, by the way. Nobody fucking understands. I don't give a shit how cool they are.
You're being told what to do.
Right. You're being told what you are
What you think.
constantly.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly, like, without completely understanding, I literally, like, there was a point in my life, dude, where I carved fuck up into my arm.
Really?
Yeah. Wholeheartedly. I thought I was the problem through and through. I'm fucking stupid. My girlfriend hates me because I'm annoying. I can't fucking go through school. My parents think I'm retarded. Fuck up.
The biggest thing is your environment.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a fuck up.
Yeah.
That's all I knew was I'm a fuck up. Like,
I shouldn't be here.
it's no fucking wonder
Yeah.
that kids go through this the first 20 years of your life, which is astronomical. You go through that much shit, and you wonder why kids are wondering how to fucking off themselves in record numbers.
Yeah.
Especially, like you said, when you got a little screen in front of you telling you how fucking stupid you are.
Oh, yeah. You're literally getting talked down to by people you don't even know.
Right, and at that point, you're not going to understand why, how, or how to ignore it for that matter.
But when you're developing as a human at that young age,
Right.
you don't know any better.
You don't.
You just take it as negative feedback.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. Like, be yourself, dude. Be yourself.
There's still a lot of shit, even at this age, dude, that I have a hard time ignoring.
Yeah.
I don't like ignoring feedback.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
Whether it's from you or from somebody I fucking hate.
No.
I don't like using that word either. But
Dude.
I fucking don't like ignoring feedback.
Yeah. I have 2 points that I want to touch on.
Go ahead.
One, like you just said, whenever I used to say the word hate, my mom would get down in my face. She's like, you don't fucking hate anybody or anything. Don't use that word.
Should I tell you why?
Because it was and it develops in your own mind.
That's fucking crazy.
She's like, don't fucking say that.
That's fucking crazy.
You don't hate anyone, you don't hate anything.
My parents made me believe for the longest fucking time, you say hate, it makes your fucking heart turn black.
Yep. And that touches on my next point is being bullied. She's like, well, you don't want to be friends with them anyways. But when you're that young, you're looking for acceptance. You're
Right.
looking for, oh, the older dudes don't like me. How can the older dudes get to like me? Or the
Right.
girls, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, I want acceptance from everyone. It's like, you don't have to be friends with those people. But you don't know any better.
You don't.
You have no idea. You're going through it blind.
The level of acceptance that you were just looking for
Yes.
is so bizarre.
Yep. Because if there's 10 people and 9 of them, 8 of them like you, and there's 2 that don't, you'll focus more on that than they do what everyone likes you for.
All day.
Anyways.
All day.
You're like, well, I don't understand. You don't need to understand. You don't need to be friends with them. They're obviously not good people, not good for you. Stay away. You have 8 people that love you or like you, that want to hang out with you.
Right.
You're focused on these 2?
It just doesn't work that way.
Not when you're young.
No.
When you get older, you're like, yeah, I'll brush it off. Like, it's not a big deal. And there's still people to this day, and I'm getting better about it myself. I don't care if I just meet someone in a group that doesn't like me. I could care less, dude. I'm never going to see you again, probably. I'm never going to look for your acceptance or your voucher of, yeah, he's cool, he's not cool. Like, dude, like, I knew you through people, I met you through people that already like me for who I am. I don't have to be anyone else except myself.
Even part of me agrees with that, but there's even still a section of me that says, like, when you're forced to deal with that kind of shit, it's still a grain of sand in the wrong direction.
Well, it's human nature. You want everyone to like you.
Right.
You want to be accepted by everyone. That's just natural.
And this conversation can get 30 times deeper in the wrong direction. So I'm gonna try and steer that away, but I really don't personally fucking agree with anybody that says, I just don't give a fuck, or I just don't care. I don't care what people think, and I don't care this and that. And I'm like, you fucking do.
Subconsciously, you do.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be such a fucking asshole all the time.
Or whether you're man enough or girl enough to show it
Yeah.
in person and to act like you don't care, subconsciously you do. You're gonna wonder why, no
Right.
matter what.
Yeah, it does. I don't give a fuck
You're
how
gonna
tough
go-
you think you are.
You're gonna go home. You're gonna think about it. Like, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. They just don't like you.
And this,
That's gonna happen. There's 8 billion people in this world.
yeah, it's gonna,
No, not everyone's gonna like you.
and that's fine.
It is fine.
But let me take a wild turn.
That's fine.
As an adult, well, kind of an adult, as somebody who's supposed to be an adult, when shit like that happens, I think it's in your hands, or it's in my hands, to make sure that you're not the fucking reason why.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the voice that I'm trying to accomplish, is that we're all fucking going through shit. We're all going through the same thing in different ways.
Yep.
And it's complicated, but that doesn't mean that you have to be the reason why this motherfucker wants to end it right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's hugely important, and I'm sorry I took that turn, but that's the only thing I can think of is when you meet fucking people, like, why be that fucking Why do you got to be that degree in somebody's life that you're never going to meet again?
And I'm not saying they're weak-minded, but why do they have that much of an influence? That's a stranger. That's the first time you met this dude. You don't get their okay or their acceptance from them. Why do you want to take your own life? They're not worth it. You know what I mean? It's a bigger picture.
It's true. It's true, I suppose.
You know, it's like, bro, like, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of people do, which is fair.
I appreciate you strong-manning that point, because that's more important is, you know, when somebody's dabbling in those thoughts already, it's more important for them to find reasons not to.
That's the scary thing. When someone's already in that mindset,
Right.
and they haven't been out in years.
Yeah.
Their friend invites them out. Okay, well, I need to try something new. And then the group doesn't like them or doesn't accept them to their standards.
Yeah, it's
Okay, why did I even do this? This proves my point even more. It's like, bro, it doesn't. Just
like
chill out.
wholeheartedly, man. Everything that you just described is I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's like happened to me in the last couple of months.
Really?
Like there's been not probably not to that degree.
Yeah.
I haven't been that far down that hole, but there's definitely been nights where I'm like, fuck it.
Dude.
Let's go try and have a good night. And then it fucking blows up in my face and I'm like, why the fuck did I even bother?
I have a perfect story for
Like,
this.
why the fuck did I even bother coming out to try and show my face?
I hadn't been out in 2 or 3 years. This was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I met up with my friend. We used to go to the bar all the time. You know, we'd smoke weed and have a good time. He introduced me to his friends, which just happened to so be a gay couple. And one of the dudes in the gay couple vibed with me. Just when you meet someone, like, oh, I everything you're talking about, I accept.
Mhm.
I love what you're saying. I can appreciate it. I relate to it. Like, yes, dude. Like, we're just going. We're on cloud 9, dude. Just talking. A couple guys just talking. His husband walks up to me, pulls me aside. Hey, dude. You know you're not shit, right? You know I'm married to him. You're ugly as fuck. Your personality sucks. You have nothing to talk about. Get the fuck out of here. I hadn't been out in years. First time out. Friend invited me out. Met these two dudes. This is great. I love this guy. Husband walks up. You ain't shit. You're nothing. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
God damn.
And dude, I was already in that mindset. I was like, and that like topped the cake. That iced the cake.
Right.
Okay, you're right.
Cool.
If a stranger is already telling me something that I already think from not even knowing me, but I already have these thoughts and ideas, yeah, my confidence is down. I'm not nothing. Not the best looking dude. Don't have anything to talk about in a shit situation. And he comes out of nowhere and just hits it on the money, what I'm thinking. Okay, you either read minds or this is how I actually am.
Right.
And now I'm not coming out ever again.
Right.
Ever.
You sealed the deal.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll never see you guys again. Never see my homie again. I'm out. That didn't help anything, dude. I was down for so long after that.
Yeah, dude. That's the shit that I'm kind of talking about. Is like
That bullshit.
if you're gonna fucking, you don't need to do that shit to people, man. You don't need to be a fucking part of the problem.
It's coming from a place of love. Just because I vibe with your husband,
Right.
quote unquote, and you think I'm hitting on him, which I'm not. It's genuine conversation. Good dude. Good vibes. Good friend. I was hoping to have that dude, not him, but that dude, a friend for life. But because you came in and shot me down when I was already down about myself, you topped it. Yeah, seal the deal. Okay, I'm out. See you later. Thanks for nothing.
That guy realistically could have been the end of it.
Dude, he, even though it was a stranger, and I don't really, at the time I cared. Now that I'm a little bit older, I still subconsciously do, but thinking back, I shouldn't have acted the way I did based off what he said. I never went out for like a year and a half, 2 years.
But why? Like, why wouldn't you have reacted the way you did? That's the thing.
I know.
That's human to human. Like, if somebody were to tell me that shit, I'd be like,
I thought he was kidding.
all right, maybe I should just bounce then.
Exactly. And I left. I was like, dude, appreciate you having me out. It was good meeting you. Fuck you. I'm out. They're like, where are you going? Where are you going? What happened? What changed? I'm like, dude, like the 2-minute
Some
conversation.
fucking stranger just unloaded on me.
2-minute conversation of him degrading me, not even knowing me, because he thought I was approaching and hitting on his husband.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, I'm not even gay. I want the genuine conversation. I haven't been out in years. He didn't know any of this.
He didn't
Dude, it
take the time to figure it out.
Shot me down so much further than I already was.
Right.
It's already down, went out for the first time, shot down even harder by a complete stranger. Why would I even waste my time going out again? Like, dude, if I was in the wrong mindset, that would have been it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is
I would've
that motherfucker would have been the reason.
Would have sat in my car, and when everyone was leaving the bar at 2 a.m., they would have found me
Right.
in my car.
Right.
Done.
Just over.
Sorry. Yeah. Thanks for everything.
This guy verified everything I felt.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
So why the fuck would I want to do it again?
A complete stranger read me like a book.
Right.
Like a
Well,
book.
that's what I needed to know. I'm going to go ahead and exit.
Yep. Yeah. Nope. If strangers can tell, because you do, you wear your emotions on your face.
Sure.
Which I have a resting dick face or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I look pissed off, but I'm not. I'm having a good time. I don't care who I'm around. But dude, like you don't even know me. Like, what are you talking about? If you can read minds, okay, you're gonna be famous as fuck. But for the most part, you just judged me and you read me like a book. So I'm out. Obviously, this is how I perceive myself, right? In that mindset. It's like, and when you're down, and then not only that, hurt people.
120%.
120%.
That's well-known fact.
It sucks, man.
And you know, it's I hate the crowd of, well, I don't give a fuck how I make someone feel. And you know what, frankly, if you're one of those fucking people, then just stop listening fucking now.
It's not fair, dude.
Because you can just bounce, dude. If you're cool with being somebody's reason for ending it all, then I don't know why you're listening.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be fucking assholes to each other. You just don't.
No, you don't.
You can have a conversation. You can figure out why. You can figure out what's going on. And at the end of the day, you might fucking save a life.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing, dude. Like, that dude could have fucking ruined it for you.
Oh, yeah.
And that would have been it.
It was close, man. I mean, it didn't help.
And eventually, I can almost promise you eventually, he'd have found out about it.
You know what's funny? I saw him recently.
Oh.
He's like, I've met you before. I was like, yeah, you have.
Yeah, I fucking bet you have.
I have your picture saved in my mind, dog. You don't know who I am? You thought you met me before? Yeah.
See, and that's my fucking point, dude. Like, no matter how many times some people want to say, I don't give a fuck. You give a fuck.
Everyone remembers.
You give a fuck about something.
Yep. But who is anyone to be any higher than any other human?
No, we're not.
You're not.
You're
no one
fucking
is.
not.
No one
Money
is.
does not define you.
Nope.
Your characteristic as a whole defines who you are and who you affect.
Even being a bigger person, if you don't like somebody, that's fine. You'll decide for yourself. You don't have to continue talking to that person,
Right.
let alone chop them down.
You don't have to destroy it.
Exactly.
We're good.
Yep.
We get it.
It's good to meet you. Having conversation over here.
Yeah.
See you later.
It's so insane, man. How many people could have gotten so much farther with probably just a conversation?
Dude, and at this point, when we're old enough, I generally want to know, or you could tell by now, if you don't care for me, that's fine. You don't have to show it, but we should socially be able to tell, like, okay, this person doesn't really want to talk to me, I'm going to step away.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of looking for their acceptance, trying to talk to them, trying to get their approval. You know, it's like, bro, like, just step away. There's 8 billion people on this earth. You met this dude for the first time tonight, this girl for the first time tonight. They don't like me? Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
See you later. It's rough, man.
It's fucking it's crazy to think about how our interactions with other people going through probably the same shit can literally drive us to the end
Yep.
at any given point.
This goes back to the kids. Strangers. Complete strangers, to
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
Complete stranger. Chop me down.
Yeah.
Why did that matter? It shouldn't have, but it did. And that's how powerful the mind is. If you're going to be down on yourself and someone else is going to validate that, that's not a good spot, man. You have to exit away from those people, those thoughts, as best as you can.
Man, just the... I don't know how close you've ever been to feeling like it, but feeling like you just don't want to deal with it anymore.
I know.
I'm gonna make some pretty explicit word choices here, so I apologize and bear with me. But the few times that I've visited the idea, I never had the balls to follow through correctly. You know, and that's a poor word choice, but it's the only way I can say it correct.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can express myself directly, I think, is the best way. Controversially.
Dude, and I don't mean to cut you off, but there, in my eyes, there's 4 steps to it, right? So it's
Shit.
thinking about it,
Sure.
wanting to do it,
Yeah.
trying, and then committing.
Okay. I see where you're at.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
could try all day.
Yeah.
I've known people that have tried multiple times, but they never committed for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
They were saved a lot of the times, or they just couldn't do it. And it's like, bro, if you're thinking about it, if you want to do it, like, those are 2 different things. Okay, I want to kill myself, want to off myself. That's different. You're actually thinking about how you would do it. That's insane. Now you're trying, and then either it happens or it doesn't.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There's 4 steps.
It
And it's not up to us.
it fucking blows my mind to hear failed attempt stories.
Insane.
Those scare me. Do they fucking... They hit me on this fucking core level that I can't even explain to you. Like... Dude, the fucking closest I got was fucking chopping myself up, never bleeding enough, you know?
Cutting's a big part of it, man.
Yeah, I was young and naive and just trying to figure out how, without knowing really, you know, how, which is... I'm thankful now.
Yeah.
But when I hear stories about guys surviving the fucking bullet through the fucking back of the head and shit,
Dude, I was just going to say that.
like, oh my God, man, like,
When somebody, like, has it right here, and they
Fuck.
miss, or they go too light, and it goes through their jaw and their nose, and it comes out.
Or-
It doesn't even hit their brain.
people that even fucking shoot through their mouth,
Yep,
dude.
and it goes through their throat.
Yeah, it doesn't hit nothing vital. I'm like, oh my God, homie. I'm fucking thankful. The only thing I'm thankful for when hearing those stories is that they came out with a better realization.
Hopefully.
I've never heard a story that doesn't.
Yeah.
I've never heard a story that doesn't come out like, I'm grateful.
Well,
You know?
I knew someone that tried multiple times,
Fuck.
and he already felt like a failure when he couldn't successfully do it.
No shit.
It's like, I need to try again, man. Something happened. I did something wrong. Like, dude, you're fine. You got saved for a reason. Whether it was a higher power or your family or somebody walked in or whatever. Like, bro, like, you tried multiple times. 7 times.
Fucking 7 times?
7 times, dude. To this day, still alive. To this day, still alive.
Jesus
Tried 7 times.
Christ.
Felt like a failure. Wanted to commit suicide 7 different times. Never was able to do it successfully. He felt more like a failure. Okay, well, now we're dealing with something way different than whatever you think is happening. Somebody needs you here. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason you tried 7 times. Yeah, you may feel like more of a failure after the 7 attempts, but dude, like, you're here for a reason, dog.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Insane. Knew him as a friend, worked with him, vices with him, gambled, smoked, drank, everything. Now, thankfully, he's not at that point anymore. But dude, it's like, come on, man. Like,
That's the other crazy thing we were talking about before we came on, is I don't know how to start this sentence. How the fuck is all this shit gonna be perceived when whoever the most important people are in your life find this, find you, whatever the fucking case may be, man.
the saddest thing is they blame themselves. Mom, family member, significant other.
Everybody blames themselves.
They're
Everybody
like,
that's close to you is like,
what did
shoulda-
I do wrong?
I should have
Yeah.
answered the phone one
Yeah.
more time. Whatever the case is.
Dude, that's the biggest part.
And,
That's the biggest part.
you know, that's the only thing that's... I hear that perception so much more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Because, unfortunately, I've had this conversation with a lot of fucking people, and 9 times out of 10 it's, well, I don't want to deal with... Well, I can't deal mentally with the thought of somebody finding me.
The other part of that is I don't want to be a burden.
That's a big part.
Bro, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. Call me.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer.
Yeah.
If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow. As long as I'm not the reason that you commit to it because I didn't answer the phone, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel like a burden. We've talked about it. Yep, notice the signs, man. If someone's depressed, if someone's happy, the happiest people supposedly, quote unquote, do it the most. They don't want to show any signs. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to feel like, a burden or whatever. But it's like, dude, like, you have to know that they're not in the right state. They may be happy, but mentally they're sad. You can't judge them off. You can't write them off. You can't think, oh, they're good. I'll talk to them next week. Answer the phone, dude.
Right.
Hang out with them. Send that text back. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, do something. Just show them that you're there.
And on the other side of that, man, if you're fucking really that far down that hole, then you have to send that text message.
You have to, dude.
You have to reach out to the closest one to you. It doesn't matter, if somebody means something to you, then they're gonna be there for you. Somebody's gonna be there for you. And if it's fucking, I don't give a shit where you are in the world. If you're listening to this, if you don't feel like anybody's gonna be there for you, then fucking I will.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'll give you my fucking personal number right fucking now.
Not only that, but people online will vouch for you, dude. They'll be down. People can relate. You post that shit publicly, like, someone's gonna relate. You're gonna get some negative feedback, of course, but you're gonna get more positive than negative. That's what matters. Dude, I sent a text out maybe beginning of this year, maybe in like January, February. I tagged 3 to 5 my closest people, just went off. Sorry for who I am, not in the place I want to be. I'm going to be better. Hand up accountability. I need to be better. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking for a response. Tell me it's fine. Give me 2 words.
Right.
It's fine.
Right.
Or I get it. You know what I mean? Like, just give me something, dude. Like, make me feel like I'm not an outsider. Because that's the biggest part, dude. Everyone feels when they're in that mindset that they're alone. You're
Yeah.
not, dude.
Yeah.
Reach out, man. Everyone's going through it, whether it's stages. Find someone in the beginning stage or who's tried it. Reach out. What made it different? Why are you still here? Help me help you. You know what I mean? Help us.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's a solid fucking point. You just brought like some serious light to it, but what is your reason for not?
Yeah.
What's
exactly.
what's the positive weight in your life?
What helped?
Yeah.
What saved you?
I don't give a shit how big or small it is.
What's
the positive light?
Was it one response from someone?
Right.
Was it a talk? Was it finding a higher power?
Do you think that maybe you have a promotion coming?
Anything, dude.
Regardless of how many
Anything, dude.
people you think fucking hate you?
The biggest thing is when it's this person who just got out of a relationship
Yeah.
and they think they'll never meet someone again. Dude, what?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have a dope ass truck that you can go relate to other people with?
That wasn't your first relationship, dude. That wasn't the first girl you ever met.
Right.
If
it's
it
not,
was,
it's not gonna be the last either.
if it was, it's not going to be the last. Exactly. Talk to someone who's had multiple relationships.
Right.
Everyone has been through something that you have, or you're going through right now.
That's the crazy fucking thing right there, dude.
Experience, dude.
8 billion people on this fucking earth.
You want
And
to kill yourself over one
You're,
guy or
you're
girl?
not fucking alone. 120%, dude. There is somebody out there that's gone through this specific scenario,
Or worse.
and I guarantee there's somebody out there that's willing to help you.
Yes, 100%. It sucks, man, and I wish I had the words to say. I've said this to a friend that you and I both know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to help you, dude, but I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going through, what you're thinking. All I can do is be here for you. If you want to vent, if you want to lash out, if you want to punch me in my chest, if you want to take it out of a punching bag,
Right, dude.
I'm here, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And another dude that you know, 2 weeks after my birthday, back in May, called me up. I hadn't seen him since my birthday. It's been about two and a half weeks. Hey, man, what are you doing? Nothing. Never calls. Well, that's a lie. Calls me all the time now, but back then, never called me. Do you want to grab a drink? Yeah, I'd love to. Love
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah,
Saw
yeah.
you a couple weeks ago. What's different? A lot. Really? What's on your mind? Let's talk about it in person. Okay.
Cool.
You know, yeah, I'm with it. Where do you want to go? I'll meet you. Have a couple drinks. Go outside to smoke. Can I break it down? I'm here. So I tried. What? Dick, pussy, vagina?
Right.
Yeah. What did you try?
What's this phenomenon?
Coke? Yeah. What? No, I tried to take care of it. Take care of what? You know, the problems. I don't know what you mean. Like you found a new job. You know what?
Help me.
No, I was over it. I was over everything. I tried to take care of it. It's like, dude, like, where are you coming from? Like, where did this manifest from? I'm so, in his words, I'm so tired of the life I live. I thought if I ended it, I'd have a new life. It's like, okay, well, where's the problem? Make good money, good looking dude, good friends, good chicks, good family, good relationships. What's the problem? I'm not happy with myself. At the age I'm at, where I thought I'd be, what I'm doing now compared to what I thought I'd be doing. Dude, it's not up to you. Not a religious dude. Neither am I. It's not up to your power to fucking decide, bro. There's a reason, touching back, kids get cancer. There's a reason people live to be over 100 years old. It's not up to you. You have not the power to fucking take your own life, dude. You can't decide. It's great that you want to be the decider, but you can't do it. It's not on you. It's a higher thing. I don't know what it is, but it's not on us. It's not your decision. If it was, everyone would be out like that. Whoever's unhappy at work, had a bad day, okay, I'm done. See you later. Clock out. See ya. Dude, it's not like that. You can't do it. And we broke down, man. We broke down. We had a good talk. Had a good cry. First time I cried in a couple years. Like, I just broke down with him. I was telling him, dude, who the fuck are you to fucking take your own life? What are you talking about? I'm unhappy too, dog. What? Like, dude, it's not up to you. You want to play God? Play God with my life. You want to judge me like you're judging yourself? Do it.
Damn, dude. That thought is fucking crazy.
It was rough.
No, that shit that you just said.
Yeah, you want to play God? You want to fucking judge other people like you're judging yourself?
Damn, homie. That's fucking crazy.
It sucks, man. We had a good talk, and
Holy shit, bro. If I was sitting here telling you I'm thinking about bouncing, dude, and you were like, judge me then.
yeah.
Bro, if you could fucking... Oh my god, like the ability to sit side by side with another human being and write down your pros and cons.
Insane, dude.
Holy fucking shit.
And not to cut you off, but that was my point.
Jesus Christ, bro.
And I'm tearing up right now. I'm like, let's make a list. You want to get down to it? Get down to brass tacks? Let's make a list. It's like, how many drinks have you ever had? You know what I mean? How many cigarettes have you smoked? How many girls have you slept with? How many relationships have you had? How many jobs have you had? Like, I want stats, dude. I want to see everything. If you're gonna take my life, show me everything. Show me everything, dude. How many minutes have I been alive? How many steps have I taken?
I know. I'm sorry. I am gonna cut you off. You didn't mean to say it that way, but I fucking just heard something. You said if you're gonna take my life,
Yeah.
but you meant if you're gonna take your life.
Well, no, and talking about if you're gonna play God, dude, take my life.
Oh, okay.
But show me everything. I want stats. I
That's
want
a
a stat
fucking
sheet.
other thing, dude. That's a fucking other thing.
Like, who are you to fucking judge?
Is if this is something that you're committed to,
yeah.
then
If you're gonna take yours, take mine.
you're
Who am I to say we're any better?
You're taking a piece of everybody that loves you with you.
100%.
That's what I fucking heard. Is when you think about this bullshit, you're taking a piece of every fucking person that loves you with you. A chunk, dude. Not a small piece, not a small mentality, but
Nothing.
this is the last fucking memory of the... That's what people are going to remember. They're not going to remember the good shit.
No.
They're not going to remember the laughs. They're not going to remember the hugs. They're going to remember why you were so upset and what made you do it.
And I don't mean this to sound shitty, but they're gonna remember that you quit,
That's a fact.
gave up. See ya.
He took his own life. That's
Yeah.
the last fucking note that you're going to have on your life.
Yep.
He took his own life. That's the
And
only thing we know.
And every single person that you know that cares about you is gonna dwell. What could have I done different?
And you know what they're all going to ask for the rest of their life?
Why wasn't I there?
Why?
Yep.
Why? Why? That's the last standing memory you have. I don't give a fuck about your note.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck about your note.
Nothing.
The only thing about your note that's going to do is cause more hurt.
Yep.
Why is going to be the last standing memory of why you decided that was your best option.
Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call her, him, anybody? We're all here for everyone.
Dude.
If you're a decent human, we're all here
to
for everyone.
Even if you're not, dude, I'm sorry. And this is going to be perceived incorrectly, but even if you're not a quote unquote decent human,
Yeah.
it's never too late to change.
Never.
Shit's never too late to start making better choices.
Never.
And I don't know what that means to you. I don't know what that means to her, to him, to them. I don't give a fuck. But it's never too late to try to be a better human. So, that fucking note that you have written out, I hope you have a lighter too, because you can just burn that motherfucker down.
100%.
Don't leave fucking people wondering why, man. Just
Only
don't
that-
do it. It's not worth it.
Any sports fan, any team player, excuses. That's an excuse. Your note's an excuse. You couldn't prevail. You couldn't try to make it better. You didn't want to make it better. You're just going to give up and quit. Bro, it's excuses. Like, everyone's here. Everything that you're going through, somebody's been through it 10 times worse.
Well, not only... Sorry, go ahead.
Someone's going to give you advice. You're going to be able to talk to someone. Someone's going to be able to relate. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Just don't do it. Just don't think about it. You know, if you wanna hold yourself above others for at least a little bit, then just remember that there's probably something about your life or something about you
Yeah.
that somebody else is envious of.
Oh, 100%.
And that is a good thing.
It is.
That means that somebody else holds you higher.
Yep.
And that's a fucking good quality. So don't let go of that shit.
No one's at the bottom of anything. Any situation. No one's at the fucking bottom, dude.
If you have one reason not to do it, then hold that reason the highest that you've ever held anything in your fucking life.
Exactly.
Do yourself a favor. There's a reason. There's a lot of reasons. But there's a reason that when I say things like this, I've told you this. This fucking house that I have,
Mhm.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like this, the things that I have, the house that I have, yeah, I've worked for it and I fucking struggle for it, but it's not for me.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I'm surviving, and I'm doing the best that I can, and I want for everybody to relish those goods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even though it seems bad, you're fortunate.
Every yeah, I mean,
Somebody has it worse.
I'm in a shit situation, but I'm still doing a lot better than a lot of fucking people, and I want for every single fucking person that I can get a hold of to benefit from that.
I know, man.
And we kind of switch gears there, but I think that if you're a fucking good person with benefits in your life because you've worked for them, or if you're oh fuck, I'm getting emotional and shit. if you're fortunate enough to be able to help out and to do your thing and to reach out when you can, just fucking do it. Be a good fucking person.
Dude,
You don't know. I could fucking reach out and grab the one hand that somebody needs for me to pull them away from doing whatever it is that they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope for.
I've known you for a few months. You know how many people I've seen you help by holding your own situation down is insane.
Dude,
Whether you want to look at it like that or not, the people that, because you have your situation locked for right now, you know, God forbid it changes, you've been able to help multiple people in my eyes. It's been 6 months. It's like, dude, if it wasn't for you, where would those people go?
dude, it's just what I don't want for people to get to that fucking level.
Nobody wants to get to that level.
I don't want to see anybody at that level. I don't
I know.
Maybe it's it's my own personal purpose. I don't give a fuck, but I just want for more people to do that.
Exactly.
I want for more people to just fucking hold your hand out just a little bit more,
Yep.
just a little bit longer.
You know how I said hurt people hurt people?
Yeah.
People that thrive want to see others thrive.
Mhm.
They have their hand out.
Yeah.
I'm right here, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mhm.
You need some help? By all means. Whatever I can do to provide or help you in your situation, I'm going to. Because I'm a good person. That's exactly how you are.
Dude, in this last year of my life, so many people have kept me off of rock bottom. So many people have kept me from losing everything.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking, like... I should have thought about it 1.5 million times, you know?
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to be as positive as I am.
I feel you, dude. This is my 3rd time losing everything.
Right.
Not having anything. And I've thought about it a couple times, and it's like, dude, like, if I didn't have my family or my friends at the time, where would I be? I
Right.
wouldn't be here. I'd call it quits.
Yeah.
Even though it's not up to me, I would have done it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You know, I'm checking out.
I want so much for the people that are going through the hardest shit that they've ever gone through in their life, just you know, reach out just a little bit.
Reach out, take a step back. You know what I mean?
It's hard to do, man.
It is, but don't dwell on it like you're doing. Just try to forget about it, take a step back, start the new day. I love a new day. I'm a morning person. New
Well,
opportunity.
one of
Anything can happen that day.
One of the things that I feel like I've shown you personally, more times than not, and I make a joke out of it now because it happened so many times, but I always tell you, shit always finds a way to work out.
I know.
Dude, at the last fucking second,
You're a perfect example of that, dude.
at the last fucking second of where shit is about to go down, like, shit is about to get, like, real dark, and then all of a sudden,
Yep.
something finds its way.
You know what half and half of that is? One is, yeah, it works out. That's fair. But the other hand is like you just did. You made it work for yourself. This isn't working over here. I'm going over there.
I just think the point for that was just like, it sucks. It fucking really sucks, dude. I've come within inches in this last year, like 3 times of me not being able to eat for a week. Inches.
Yeah.
And just, if you just keep pushing, just like keep pushing just a little fucking bit more, just keep trying right past the point where you don't want to. Dude, shit fucking works out if you keep trying.
You know what I think that is? Is everything happens for a reason. And you remind me a lot of my mom. Because if she was gone, the family would be done. And even though you may not have anyone relying on you now, you're going to in the future like you have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You're here to help. You're here to help others, as well as, helping yourself. But, dude, if it wasn't for the choices you made or not made, or it happened out of nowhere, it was perfect timing, that's a sign. That's a sign. You're not going anywhere.
Well, that's what I'm trying to extend to everybody that's just right on the edge of that shit, you know?
Dude, everybody is somebody's everything.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
And that's that. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Everybody is somebody's everything.
Yes. I don't give a shit who you are, what you're going through. You mean the world to somebody.
Exactly.
So
Never forget.
Just fucking keep pushing. Doesn't fucking matter.
You never know, man. And the person that doesn't speak up is, once you're gone, they're going to be their loudest spokesperson. You know what I mean? But you may not know it now. You may never know it. You'll know it later, whatever. Don't stop. Don't quit.
And for the sake of what this episode is promoting, just remember that if and when you do decide to make that choice, that selfish decision,
100%.
you're going to take more people down with you.
Yep.
You're not the fucking beginning and you're not the end, because more fucking people are going to go down with you.
You know how many parents take their lives when their kids kill themselves?
Right. You're gonna destroy relationships. You're gonna destroy your parents. You're gonna destroy your siblings.
Yep. Your family's going to get torn apart.
Somebody is going to go down with you, and that's the worst of it all. So, don't fucking do it. Make a phone call. Make a text. Text me. I don't care. Respond to this.
Call us. Go online. Do something.
Doesn't fucking matter
Go out.
who you do.
Go to a restaurant. Go to a bar. Go to the movies.
I don't give a shit if you're in fucking across the fucking nation, you know? We'll make a date. Let's go.
Chop it up, man. Chop it up with a stranger. You never know how much genuine good conversation you're going to have with someone you just met. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. Reach out.
Just don't fucking make that choice, please.
Don't stop. It's not up to us. It's not up to you. It's not up to a higher power. It's just keep going, man. That's why we all live for so long.
Sorry, I'm trying to find some shit real quick so we can close this out. As everybody knows, I'm sure at this point, this was our episode for Suicide Awareness Month. And we're attached to the speaker. It doesn't ever need to go there.
It shouldn't.
Like we said, you can communicate with one of us. You can respond to this episode. You can comment on every platform that we have available, or any platform that we have available. meversusmeinfo@gmail.com. You can respond to this episode on Spotify, Apple Music, anything you want. Or at the very least, if you're at the end of that road and there's no other option, just call 988.
There you go. Yeah.
988 is, that's the lifeline, you know?
Suicide awareness
Yeah.
hotline.
Don't fucking hesitate. Just don't do it. Just don't try. Don't do it. People love you.
It's not good, man. And if do anything you can to get out of that mindset. Work out. Do something. Go for a walk.
Find an outlet.
Find an outlet. Call someone. Talk on the internet. Like I said, strangers are going to be more genuine than they are going to be negative.
That might just do it. Might just keep you alive for one more day.
Never know, man.
Oh, that's
Especially
something.
when someone can relate to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps you going.
You know, I tell myself when I'm in the worst of situations that I don't want to be a part of is whether it's working out. I don't want to show up because my legs hurt. Whether it's fucking work,
Yeah.
I hate my fucking job. Just show up for one more day.
Yeah, exactly.
Do yourself a favor and show up for one more day. And
Maybe a great day.
you know what? Call it fear of missing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to call it something stupid? Call it fear of missing out.
You know?
Whether that's about fucking parties, work, the
Said this
bar.
before, said this before. I say it again, man. Every day is a new start. I never knew that I would meet you.
Mm-hmm.
One day I did.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew I'd get that new job, get that new car, meet that new girl, meet that new friend.
You don't know what tomorrow has.
Every day is a new opportunity, dude.
Yep.
Stay for it.
Just do it, dude.
See, like you
That's-
want to binge watch a TV show, binge watch your fucking life.
It's probably gonna be a good day.
You want to see what's next? Stay for tomorrow. See what that episode holds.
That's the crazy thing, dude. Is if this is the end for you, if today is the end,
Mm-hmm.
then this is the worst thing you've ever gone through.
Yeah, exactly.
That you know what that means? Tomorrow's only gonna be better.
Yep.
It's crazy, right?
Tomorrow's a
This is
brand
the
new
worst
start.
thing you've ever gone through. So
Yep.
that means that's the worst thing,
Yep.
and it's done.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Don't be a quitter.
All
Be
right.
positive, man. Stay with it. Stick with it.
We fucking love you. Everybody loves you.
Love, gang.
Love gang.
Say it once. Say it again.
We love you.